I've started and stopped this video like 3 times so far. First time, I didn't like the lighting. Second time, I was outside getting eaten by mosquitoes, and then a phone call came through, had to take it. Third time, now. Did I say 2 times or 3 times? Whatever it is. Here we are. Welcome to the Live Slow Bible Study this week. I enjoy coming to you guys with a weekly video, a weekly blog, and a weekly email. If you're not yet an insider on our email list, please do so, because not only do we kind of regurgitate what we've been talking about in that week's topic, and we give you the direct link to the blog, we offer some cool insight on what's coming up with Love Fast, Live Slow and the ministry things. For anyone who is leading a group, especially for the new year, for the Bible study that we just released with Love Fast, Live Slow, we have some cool surprises coming down the pipeline that we wanted to make sure you knew about, that included discounts on bulk orders or anything that way. I just appreciate you guys, and I want to let you know that it's actually not easy to come up with like content each week that is directly in line with what I'm trying to share as far as talking about stress, slow, the mindset behind like living simply like Jesus did. Because, once you claim to teach and to talk about those things, or to feel convicted to implement that kind of thing in your life, what's going to happen? The darts start flying, and the enemy knows he's going to do whatever he can to hurry your life, to complicate your mind, brain fog, health ailments. He wants to remove the simplicity and makes your life is really complex. But I'm having to, just like you, okay, because we're not here for the stress Olympics. I'm not like competing against stress, but we're having to push that off and say, no, because God tells me that his burden is light and his yoke is easy, and I will surrender to that. Not to say easy in a way that it's not going to take effort, but when we allow God to be the one to refuel us, it's not on our own power, and it really gives it takes the weight off our shoulders to do all of the things. But really we can say, God, I'm just going to say yes to you within these 24 hours, and that's where I'm going to sit. But today we're going to talk about finding joy in slow, finding a joyful attitude and slowing down. And I don't know what you have to do to kind of slow train your mind. I know some people have to take the scenic route when they're driving, or slow down by not waking up and going to sleep with this in their hand. Maybe you need to slow down your mind by simmering your ambitions that are not given to you by the Lord. It's very easy and tempting for me specifically, who is an achievement addict. It's very easy for me to add things to my plate that God didn't put there. And so what am I asking? I'm asking to be burnout. I'm asking to be extended. I'm asking to get to a point where I think, wow, I have nothing else in me. And that takes away from the priorities God did give me in being a parent, being a homeschool mom, being a wife, trying to keep my house managed. Like that in and of itself is a full-time job. And then add the other things that I'm trying to accomplish. And so I've gone through several months here trying to sift through really what does God exactly want me to do. And if he has asked me to do something specifically, then I have to believe with all my might that he has given me the wisdom and the energy and the power to accomplish it. So here I am, Laura, hi, homeschool mom, wifey, trying to keep my house kept with food and laundry and dishes done. It's not easy, y'all. But I also have this fitness business that we have monthly challenges, and it's a year-long challenge, truly. But I have, these daily posts that I share. We show up, we like and comment on people's stuff when we work out. So I have my fitness business, and then I have this writing passion of mine. And I started working with Lisa Tierkirst and her team to come up with book number 2's book proposal. So you can look at all that and be like, woo, girl. But you do too. Like, you're a mom, you're a wife, you work, you try to keep the home up. Like, you have things in your family that's kind of like weighing on you. And we all have things. But when we want to slow down, it's scary. Because we think if we slow down, the whole world is going to fall apart. If we slow down, then this ball is going to drop. This ball is going to drop. This ball is going to drop. But I'm going to share with you what Solomon, the wisest man who has ever lived, said to us about quiet, said to us about calm, and said to us about bridling our ambitions so we are truly only doing what God has asked us to do. There's nothing wrong with ambition. There's nothing wrong with going for it. There's nothing wrong with having the DNA of being an overachiever. Yours truly is as well. But as long as it's not damaging the process and that we're not trying to generate that own gumption within ourselves and thinking, I am the hero here. No, no, no. God has always been the hero, and He is the one who's going to provide for your needs financially, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, all of it. Guys, you are not the hero. God is the hero. So here's a verse I'm going to share with you. It's from Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 4. Then I observed that most people are motivated by success because they envy their neighbors, but this too is meaningless, like chasing the wind. This is what I'm going to say it again. I observed that most people are motivated to success because they envy their neighbor. You have to decide for yourself if that's you. I'm not sure. Another verse, chapter 4, verse 6. Better to have one handful of quietness than 2 handfuls of hard work and chasing the wind. Better to have one handful of quietness, of that calm cadence, of a good rhythm in your life, than to have 2 handfuls of hard work that's going nowhere. You see what I'm saying here? Solomon is like, hey, it is okay to have quiet, to have calm, to slow down, because if you have all of this hard work, it's not going to get you anywhere faster than where God was wanting you to go anyways. I love Ecclesiastes. I opened it after I finished Proverbs. I was like, okay, fine, I'll continue. And it has rocked my mind. I'm going to share something else with you. Ecclesiastes 5, verse 19. And it is a good thing to receive wealth from God and the good health and enjoy it, to keep your work and accept the lot God is giving you. This indeed is a gift from God. God keeps people so busy enjoying their life that they have no time to brood over the past. Solomon's like, God has given you enough to occupy your mind and your hands. Stop focusing on everything else. Just focus on what God has given you and find delight in that. Ecclesiastes 6, verse 9, enjoy what you have rather than desiring what you don't have. Just dreaming about nice things is meaningless, like chasing the wind. I don't know about you guys, but when I think about chasing the wind, it sounds exhausting. It sounds stupid, to be honest, and it sounds exhausting. I am copophobic. I have a fear of being exhausted because I've been burnt out too many times. I've hit rock bottom too many times, like overextending myself. So with that being said, like, I don't want to use all of my energy because I don't want to be tired, but that's going to happen. But it's going to be a beautiful exhaustion when you use up all of the energy God has given you to sustain you for that day on His task. You see what I'm saying? And it will feel slow. It will feel just right. It will feel maybe stretching you. It's not going to feel easy all the time because God asks us to do tough things that require a lot of faith, and maybe even He puts things on us to stretch our faith. But I want you to know this. Slow doesn't have to be a speed. It just has to be a position of surrender. When you have a slow mind, you're not achieving less, but you're just understanding that you don't have to walk in front of Jesus. Jesus is here. Walk behind Him, with Him, let Him carry you. But if you try to run faster than Jesus is leading and guiding, it's like chasing the wind. So slow down. Cherish these weeks left in 2020. Don't hope for the future. Live in the present. I love the idea of living a 24-hour life, and that gets me through every single day when I think, I cannot do this one more day. God says, yes, you can. Why? Because He has called me to it, and you are exactly where you need to be. Cool? All right. Until next week. Bye, guys.